Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing Warframe. Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Zarel. Let's get to it. Alright, so you're either here to see how to start the Silver Grove questline, or because you got a Grove Guardian Nora or Nightwave mission that you need to complete. Now, in order to do this or complete it, you will have to have completed the second dream already. So if you've not completed the second dream, you'll have to do that first. Once you've completed the second dream, then you can move on to the next step in the process. And if you've already done it, you might want to skip ahead a little bit because this stuff you already know. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to one of the relays. The Strata relay is the first one that you're going to come to, so that one's probably the easiest. But as long as there are factions in the relay, that's all that really matters. Now, once you dock at the relay, so once you load up and you get to the actual relay itself, you're going to go to the new Loka, or new Laka, depending on how you say it, faction room. Now, all the factions are here, so you are going to, want to know exactly where that's at. You'll want to go through the airlock here, go into that main observation room, or welcome room, the concourse, and then you can turn left. Or you can do like me and kind of take the scenic route around and see all of the different factions that are available. Now, if you know the symbol for New Loka, then it'll be right on the door and you'll just look for that symbol. If not, you can go into the door and then it'll pop up and it'll say, oh, Steel Meridian? No, that's not the one I'm looking for. So go around until you find the one that you're looking for, New Loka. And like I said, as soon as you get onto the concourse, you just take a left. So this is the concourse again, go straight across, and it is right there. So if you want to go straight to it, that's what you'll want to do. One thing to mention is it doesn't matter what New Loka thinks of you. So if you're positive or negative on reputation with them, you can get this quest either way. So it doesn't matter what your reputation. Mine's at the most negative it can be, and I was still able to get it, so that's not an issue. So during the course of the quest line, you will defeat a Silver Grove Specter. Once you've already completed it, there is one thing that you will need, and that is an apothec. And an apothec, you will need very specific items that you can only get by scanning plants on certain planets. So you'll need to go to Venus, Mars, Earth, Lua, go to those planets and scan those plants that you need, depending on the apothec that you use. So once you get the apothec, and it only takes a minute, so it doesn't really matter. There's no real reason to rush it. You don't have to wait around very long. So go ahead and just wait for that to finish, and then we'll move on. Now, once you have that apothec finished, you're going to go over and put it on your gear wheel so that you can use it during the mission. So I'll go to the arsenal, tab over to the gear wheel, and then just add it to a spot or add it at the end, depending on where you want to put it. You don't have to access it. It'll access it automatically when you're in the mission. Just make sure that you put it on the gear wheel itself. So choose one of your apothecs, and then you're ready to go. So now you have to find the Silver Grove. And the Silver Grove has a chance of spawning on any Earth mission. So any of those Earth missions will work. I am going to recommend E Prime, it is a very low level mission that anyone should be able to accomplish. The most difficult part about it is going to be defeating the Silver Grove Specter. Now, if you have already opened up all of the planets, all of the sectors on the map, then defeating the Silver Grove Specter will be very easy. The Guardians of the Solar Rails are probably about as difficult as the Silver Grove Specter. So we'll go ahead and fast forward and get to the Silver Grove. Since the levels are all procedural, it is going to look different for you, or at least somewhat different. So you'll just have to go through and look for the Silver Grove. So let's go ahead and do that now. Now, when you get close to the area, you'll get a notification from the orbiter or from someone saying that the Silver Grove is close. You'll see a passageway like this. It's very narrow and it's easy to miss if you're not looking for it. It'll come open into this waterfall area with a pile of rocks. Go over to the pile of rocks and then it'll say expend the apothic. So go ahead and hit your button and that will bring the Specter to you. Now, depending on which Specter you use, it may spawn multiple enemies. And as I said, once you have completed most of the solar rail junctions, the Specter is going to be relatively easy. You know, I'm using Nova Prime with a Opticore Vandal with, I believe, 3 Forma on it. So if you're concerned about how difficult this Silver Grove Specter is going to be, you can always look for someone on the recruiting page or bring a higher rank friend with you in order to complete it. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check us out on social media, and thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And we'll see you next time.